Good morning, YouTubers. This is Mr. here, and I just popped on this morning to this server. It's my server, and was about to start work on a project that I'm working on. And I've been throwing around the idea of maybe starting a YouTube channel, and so I thought to myself, like a lot of people say, why put off for tomorrow what you could do today? So we are starting a YouTube series today, and I thought, the first thing I thought was the first thing I'd like to show would give a little background on the server. It's a brand new server. I've only been on it for a few weeks, and I wanted to show you the sort of first projects that I undertook and explain why I did these things. Because a lot of people start, they start a world and they'll start building houses and whatnot. But I'll tell you, the first thing that I really built was this automatic villager farm that uses the new villager mechanics in 1.8, and I have to say it's probably the greatest thing I've ever built. It wasn't that hard. The resources are pretty easy to come by. A little bit of mining, and you have plenty of cobble. And I did it here close to a desert, so I had plenty of sand for glass. And I just let me show you inside these chests here. And look at this, carrots and potatoes coming out your ears. Okay, I only keep 3 chests in here, a couple of hoppers in between for some extras, and another chest full over here. And it's carrots and potatoes, and a lot of people would think, well, why do you want all those carrots and potatoes? You don't want to live on carrots. They really kind of suck to sit there and have to eat a carrot. It only gives you a tiny little bit of health, and it doesn't last very long on top of that. But I built it because I wanted to trade. And so that was why I came to this location. I found a village very close to the spawn, did a little bit of exploring, and stumbled on this village. And immediately I was like, hey, I know what I'm going to do. And so I immediately rounded up the villagers and put them in an enclosure. I'm heading over to that enclosure now. I'll show it to you. There wasn't a lot of villagers in this village. I'm not sure why, but there was only a handful, maybe 6 or 7 at the most. So I rounded them up, and I found a villager farmer, a brown coat farmer that could actually do the automatic farming, and I put him in here. And put another villager in there. You can see I have a handful of villagers here. And so that's what this was all about. This project was immediately about having a steady supply of resources for as little work as possible. And so I created this villager breeding system immediately. And the concept is very simple. I got this from Impulse, I think. You dig down 7 blocks, put a villager down there. You have 6 doors, and light it up so that mobs don't spawn down there. And the idea here is that the 2 villagers up here will continuously breed to try to populate this village down here. And so you're sort of faking out the system. It works pretty well. One bit of information, though: make sure you follow the tutorial if you do it, because whoops, that was a splash potion of harming. See, I'm a noob sometimes. I really do silly things. And that's what I was going to explain to you. I do really silly things sometimes, and that's why I think I might be entertaining. But anyway, so what you're supposed to do, the concept here is that you build this little farming area. The brown coat will continuously pick the potatoes and carrots. He throws them to the other villager to make them willing, and you see the little hearts here, and they make little villagers. And then the little villagers are supposed to get crazy, run around, and then fall down this hole, and float down to a little villager holding area. And so that's what I set up here. Now, explanation: why is this guy in this minecart? He's in the minecart because I wanted to control the villagers from breeding, and the easiest way to do that was to separate them. And so eventually I will do that. But getting back to that little hole for the for the baby villagers, make sure that if you do build one of these, make sure that you put your hole on the same side as your fake village, and that way the baby villagers will see how he's coming over here. He wants to come to this side, and so a lot of times they don't fall down the hole like they're supposed to. So I actually have to go in there and break the block over there, and then push the villagers down the hole, which can be a pain in the butt, but it hasn't stopped me from breeding a lot of villagers. So that was the first step. The second step was to build a villager trading system. And I would come down here to the villager holding area, a little area I cleared out, and you can see the villagers. Hey, it's not closing. The villagers float down the water chute here, and they pop down. There's a baby. You can see how they come down here. And what I do is I separate them and kind of go through their trades and find out if I want to keep them or not. And so I have a couple of extra villagers here. I have a farmer, some toolsmiths, some blacksmiths, and those are the ones I generally keep because they give you things that are pretty useful. The thing that I really enjoy doing right now is the librarians because they give us so many good trades. I'm getting tons of enchanted books, level 30 enchantments. It's really good stuff. I'm getting Silk Touch and Respiration and whatnot. So Aqua Infinity and Depth Strider and all the great enchantments. So what I'm doing is I set up this little trading area down here, and you can see it's paying off. I have half a chest of emeralds there, and so I'm constantly trading with these guys, and it keeps me supplied with lots of diamond tools. Those of you that have not traded with the villagers, which I can't imagine why you wouldn't. Sometimes it seems like a terrible deal. Ooh, 21 coal for an emerald. What am I going to do with an emerald? Well, the point is that if you open up the trades, you get to the point where you can get an efficiency 2, which is not great, but the cost wasn't so bad. So, but some of the offers are pretty decent. Like this efficiency 2 and breaking 2. 15 emeralds, and really 15 emeralds is nothing. You can run over to the automatic farming area and load up your inventory with potatoes and carrots. Come over here and you'll end up with 2 stacks of emeralds, and then you just go to town trading. And the great thing is you can get 2 or 3 of those pickaxes, and you can combine them. And really, it's not going to hurt you because it doesn't cost anything. And so the only thing you have to do is actually just do the actual trading, which doesn't take any time at all. So I may do a tutorial on that. Ooh, who's this little guy running around here? Oh, Mr. Baby Zombie. Let's get rid of you. I love how they ignore you. It's the greatest thing in Minecraft. You can stand here all day, and if there's a villager nearby, they will just never bother you. It's a great security system, right? There's another one here. So that's my villager trading system, and that was the first thing that I did in this world. I mean, immediately I started work on this, and then from there I slowly sort of branched out, and I just kind of took over this village, and I set up a nice little farm over here with cows and pigs and rabbits and all that good stuff. I got a little tree farm over here. I just kind of cleaned up the village, and I really didn't build anything special. I'm just kind of, I'll actually show you my little house, if you even want to call it that. I just took the blacksmith shop, and got some chests here. I took the blacksmith shop, and of course, you tear all the doors out of the village so that it doesn't mess with your. Oh, hello, Mr. Spider. It doesn't mess with the villager breeding system. You can see, I just kind of took this blacksmith shop and put a bed down. And that's about the biggest thing that I did as far as building here. So I cleaned it up. I have a nice little automatic melon and pumpkin farm here. It's a design monkey farm came up with. I really liked it. I think it really does look cool, and kind of looks futuristic, and but yet it kind of fits in at the same time, so it's kind of neat. But anyway, so you can see the full chest here of melons and pumpkins, and if, you might not want to live on melons, but again, those are actually quite useful for trading. So, oh man, somebody's running a blower outside. So you know what? I think I'm going to stop here for a minute. I will catch you guys in a few minutes, and what I'm going to do is show you the second great project that I underwent, and I will return. Okay, welcome back. And I've got floating peonias here. That's pretty funny, right? Check this glitch out. I have to report this. Not sure what happened, but they do disappear when you hit them. So I'm here in the spawn area, and I wanted to show you a couple of the projects that I undertook here in spawn, and you're going to get a good chuckle here because the first thing that I built, before anything else, I hadn't built anything. No community farms, nothing. I started work on this. The Iron Titan by Tango Tech. And I have to say, it was an incredibly tough build. And at this point, it's still not working perfectly. But the design is awesome, and it does work when it works. And within a very short time, I just have loads of iron and lots of iron blocks, and it does work. So, yeah, after doing a little mining and a ton of resources, I began to work on this project here, and I did have my problems, of course. With any build, you have problems usually, but I learned from my mistakes, and after a couple of attempts, got my doors placed correctly, and then I'm not sure what happened. Something went wrong, and it didn't work any longer. Went to reload the world to restore the world to a previous save from a few hours earlier, and the file was corrupted. So I'm at a point where I have to go back up there and replace my doors once again. So it's all set. It's ready to go. I've got the. If you've seen the tutorial, if you've seen Tango's tutorial, you know you have to have a flat platform with a bunch of markers on there tell you where to place the doors, and you have to go through this process where you chain the villages together, and that's what I've got to do once again. But anyway, I will be doing that in the next couple of days here. The other two little projects that I undertook here of really little significance were just a spawning, another portal room for spawn. And the reason I did this was because initially spawners were using the portal that's connected to the iron farm, and that wasn't really a good idea to have people popping in and out of the mechanics on the iron farm. And so I built this little area. The other thing that I built was a little spawn house here, and it's for new members to begin to get settled in the world. These peonias are so bizarre. Look at this thing. They're all over the place. They look so bizarre. They don't have the bottom part. It's just the top part. Anyway, so we began working some community farms, and I guess the only other thing of significance here in the spawn area is a skeleton farm. It's an XP skeleton farm. It works pretty well. It's pretty efficient, actually. And I come down here and get a good look at it, and it's just your standard spawning XP farm. It's just 9x9 with the spawner in the middle, a couple of blocks to a drop in the middle. Skeletons go down. They are transported upwards, and then they fall down to their almost death. And so after they land, they are at a one-hit point, and you take them right out and collect their goodies. So, oh, there's one there. There we go. So I hit you with slime ball. Hey, what's going on here? Yeah, I have to check that out. Why is that not a one-hit kill? Maybe it's the slime ball, I don't know. But anyway, this area is pretty unique. I might share the seed later on because the spawn area, there were 3 mob spawners right within very close proximity to each other. There's the skeleton spawner, and then just a little bit over, just a few meters over, there is. Let me go over here. Where am I? Oh, I came out the wrong door. Just a few meters over, this was the other entrance. There's 2 entrances to the skeleton mine and to the skeleton farm. And just a few meters over there is a zombie farm. A zombie spawner. It will be a XP farm as well. And I'm going to link that one up with another spawning mob spawner that I found while I was building this. When I came to the moment of truth and began seeing golems spawn, they wandered off the platforms and fell to the water. And look what I found down here when I went down here to clean them up. There was like 25, 30 golems down here. I had to come down here and kill them all. But look what I found. I found a dungeon. So there's 2 zombie spawners right in very close proximity to each other. The skeleton spawner, and then it's just a short hop to my village area. My village area is actually just across the water right there. Not very far at all, so it's a pretty decent seed. You've got some temples and whatnot in pretty close proximity as well. So I might just share that later on. But I think next what I want to do is show you some of the other projects that I'm working on. So I will meet you at our next stop. Bye. Okay, I'm back, and I'm here at the spawn area. And I just wanted to take a moment and tell everyone about how excited I am to start this new project. A couple of things. You can hear my bird in the background, and from time to time he will be making unscheduled appearances in our sessions here, because I can't control him. And the other thing is, I remembered to turn the volume down on the game, so I'll get better at this, I promise. And I hope this adventure takes us from crappy little video like this first installment of my new series to maybe something majestic like Tango's Iron Titan down there. But anyway, I'm about to start another little tiny project up here, and I will fill you in on our next installment of my Let's Play series. So I will catch you guys in a short while. So until then, have fun playing Minecraft.